That brings us to our next principle, the rule of law. The rule of law is a principle that dates back to the time of the Magna Carta in 1215, where nobles placed limits on the power of the king, and the king had to acknowledge that there were laws that even he had to obey. So when we talk about the rule of law, we basically mean that no person, no part of government is above the law. Everyone is subject to the law. That's because the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. We're not ruled by people, we're ruled by the law. Got it? That brings me to my next principle, separation of powers. The Constitution specifically lays out certain powers for each branch of government. Let's review those branches. First branch is called the legislative branch. It's the branch in charge of making the laws. It consists of Congress, which is made up of a House of Representatives and a Senate. Then you have the executive branch, whose job is to enforce the law or carry out the law. They're headed by the president and vice president. And there's also millions of federal employees known as the bureaucracy that help the president carry out the law. Then there's the judicial branch, which is headed by a Supreme Court. And then there's a layer of appellate courts and a layer of district courts underneath the Supreme Court. The job of the judicial branch is to try cases and to ultimately interpret the laws that are created. Founding fathers like James Madison knew that in order to protect the people and to have good government, you wanted to divide the power amongst branches.